Hi fire signs, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be your February mid-monthly love and general reading. This reading is going to be for Aries, Leo and Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars and Venus. I don't have any personal reading slots available for this month, okay, but once things are up and running, I will let you guys know how you can get in contact with me and how you can order a personal reading, okay. That should be up and running very soon. Now let's get cracking on with Aries and let's see what is in store for you, Aries, from now until the ending of February 2020. Okay, Aries. Okay, so we have the Sun card. Okay, I feel like in terms of your work, Aries, there's something around you trying to seek some sort of happiness in work. So from now until the ending of February 2020, there seems to be some sort of maybe unhappiness in work. I'm feeling strongly. Now, some of you could be connecting with a Leo, or some of you could be connecting with a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars or Venus. But I get a sense that in regards to your work, some of you may be, focusing more on wanting to do something more creative and feeling as though, it may take a long while to go in that area. There's some sort of destination that you want to go towards. Now, for some of you, you may want to travel abroad. Some of you are thinking about going somewhere hot, and I don't blame you, especially if you come from England, because it's freezing at the moment. But I feel for some of you, I'm almost getting a sense of you feel like there's more to life than this. So there's a lack of feeling abundant. There's a lack of abundance. You feel that there's some sort of lack of abundance, I should say, in terms of your working life. And I feel some of you want to do something that's creative. I feel some of you want to have a break, first and foremostly, from work. You're feeling quite bored in work. And for some of you, you do have some sort of holiday or destination planned, and your focus is on that. But for others of you, I feel strongly that you could want to expand in an area of creativity. Some of you could be interested in performing arts, or some of you may want to paint or sing. There's something creative that you want to embark on, and you're feeling quite bored in your working life at the moment, is what I'm seeing here. I also feel that some of you may find out that you're pregnant with the Sun card, right? It's got a little boy there. Some of you may find out that you're pregnant, or some of you may feel that there's some sort of hopelessness in regards to attaining something, in regards to achieving something. There's some sort of goal that you're trying to achieve, maybe at work, maybe with a love partner also, is what I'm seeing here. Some of you, in terms of your relationship, you may be feeling quite bored about, the offers that are being presented to you, or, even if someone is showing you some sort of interest, you may be wishing and yearning for something more exciting, or for someone else. You could be with someone and you could be thinking about being with someone else that you find more exciting, more vibrant. There's some sort of boredom here I'm sensing. Boredom in work, boredom in a relationship, yearning for something more exciting, yearning for, some sort of passion, some sort of creative passion is what I'm feeling. I also get a sense for some of you, in terms of your relationship, if you're single, like I mentioned before, you could be feeling hopeless in your love life, feeling that you're never going to find that happily ever after, which is not true. If that's what you want, and that's what you'll get when the time is right. Always remember that, okay? But I feel that for some of you, you may be connecting with a Leo individual, or you could be connecting with another Aries, because it's like Aries wanted to roll off my tongue. But some of you could be connecting with a Leo individual, and a Scorpio individual could be causing you some sort of doom and gloom. So some of you could be connecting with a Scorpio individual in the now, and you're feeling quite bored with this person. You may feel from now until the ending of February that, this person isn't offering you enough, or you've grown bored of a way of being with this person. You yearn for more excitement. You yearn for more, luck. You yearn for more maybe romance, passion is what I'm feeling here. And you may feel like this person is not doing it for you. But for others of you, I feel strongly that you will get some sort of love offer that's going to make you feel alive again. You know, some sort of offer that's going to make you feel young at heart is what I'm getting here. You may connect with a Leo that's going to be very playful, very positive is what I'm getting, okay? We also have confusion in the reverse. So, you know, we are going through the Mercury in retrograde in Pisces, and it's a very tricky one. So some of you could be born on the Pisces Aries cusp, and you're really feeling the effects of Mercury in retrograde. But I feel that, you know, this level of confusion and feeling that everything is clouded and everything is quite stagnated, I feel that you'll be working through that. So some of you could be actually working through a relationship with your partner. You know, you may have felt that in the past, at the beginning of February and throughout February, that you and your partner weren't seeing eye to eye. There was some sort of illusion around a connection as well. You know, maybe you may have felt that your partner was being quite vague with you, but I feel that coming towards the ending of February and hopefully coming out of February, things will be more clear. So there's something that you felt was clouding your judgment, and I feel that you will see some sort of light about a situation, okay, is what I'm getting here. Like I said, some of you could be quite confused also about, you know, the area of work that you work in. Some of you may be feeling to yourself that you desire more excitement. You don't, and some of you may feel like you don't know exactly what it is you want to do in terms of work, but you know that what you're doing now is not it. You know that you want to do something creative. And maybe in the past you may have said to yourself, you know what, I may as well just stick at this job because it pays the bills. You know, I've made friends, I might as well just stay there, right? But I feel like from now until the ending of, you know, February, especially during this time in Mercury in retrograde, you will have some sort of awakening and some sort of realization that where you're at is not making you happy. And, you know, you're going to come out of that funk. You're going to come out of that, you know, foggy feeling of feeling that you had to stay entrapped in a situation which wasn't making you happy. Some of you may feel to yourself that, you know, I do want to do something creative, but in reality, how is that going to work? How is that going to pay the bills? And then you pushed it to the back of your mind. But I feel that for some of you, and for some of you also, maybe offers were presented to you, but you turned them down because you may have felt to yourself that I won't have any time to, you know, do my creative pursuits, or I won't have any time to do the things that I actually love. I've got to be more practical, right? But now I feel that that confusion will be lifted from you, where you will realize, to some of you, that you can actually balance the two. You can incorporate the two, which is going to make you happy. So that's what I got for you, Aries, okay? So please like, share, and subscribe, and I will speak to you all soon. Take care of yourself. Peace out. Now, moving on to Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, and Venus. What's in store for you from now until the ending of February 2020? First card we got for you is the King of Swords in the reverse. Some of you could be connecting with a, excuse me, I still got that cold, you know. Some of you could be connecting with a Aquarius or Gemini, right? And I feel strongly with this King of Swords in the reverse, because we are, you know, yes, we're in Pisces season now, but we are still in that energy of Aquarius, and we are going through a Mercury in retrograde, which is in Pisces, right? But I feel like with the King of Swords in the reverse, this is indicating to me that there's some sort of non-communication. There's some sort of stagnancy around maybe yourself and another person. This is also indicating to me, Leo, that during this period of Mercury in retrograde, right? Mercury is all about communication, right? How you communicate by using the internet, by using your phone, right? This is saying that there could be some sort of issues with your, you know, in terms of communication from now until the ending of February. And I know for myself as a Leo, that is true, because, you know, my phone has just said, you know, peace out, right? So this is speaking true to me. So this is basically saying that, you know, there's going to be issues around communication for you, and for some of you, you could be connecting with a air sign, a Gemini, I feel strongly, Aquarius, or a Libra. And I feel that if you're connecting with someone, or if you are in some sort of connection with someone, then this is indicating that you and this person may not speak, or you may not be on speaking terms. And the King of Swords is a very he can be critical, he's very intelligent, and he's very logical, right? But at the same time, when he's in the reverse, that is the opposite to me. That could be someone that uses harsh words. That could be someone that is very, they sting with their tongue. They don't think before they talk. They criticize. They could be very spiteful. So you could be encountering an individual who is like this, okay, unfortunately. Or you could have air in your chart and you could be like this towards other people. I also feel you could be quite irritable with other people and so forth. But I feel more so, this is speaking to me of, there's going to be a level of non-communication in terms of how you reach out to others from now until the ending of February. And I feel strongly that it definitely has something to do with Mercury being in retrograde, right? And for some of you, this could be a time of reflection. You may need this time because sometimes when we can't connect with others and so forth, we feel like, oh my days. But then we have to think about how did we cope in the 80s and in the 90s, for my viewers, our 80s children or 90s kids. How did we cope then when we didn't have the internet and our mobiles or whatever? How did we cope? It was a situation whereby we'll make a meeting, or we use the house phone, right? Or you'll make a meeting with someone and say, look, meet me at the park at say 6 o'clock or at 5 o'clock. And you just have to trust that the person will meet you at that time, or whatever the case may be. And it's almost like you're going back to, I'm going around the park with this literally, but it's almost like you're going back to that time where you're trying to function without without having to always communicate with others. And yes, communication is important. That's how we get by in life. That's how we function. Okay. But at the same time, this could also be a period for you to just take that step back and just be, and just almost be like in hermit mode, right? And just really think about and analyze and have that space to be at peace is what I'm getting. So some of you may be taking a step back. Some of you may be distancing and cutting people off. For others of you, there is something in regards to lack of communication, some sort of blockage around communication, and you could be dealing and encountering an individual that is in the energy of the King of Swords in the reverse. We also have Knight of Wands, okay? Some of you could be connecting with a Sagittarius, or you may have Sagittarius in your chart. Now, I also feel, okay, in terms of your work, there could be some sort of delay around work, all right? You could have some sort of blockage. And when I say delay around work, I don't see any pentacles here. So I'm not saying that anything's going to be, an issue in regards to your money. But I feel like you may be, waiting on some sort of communication from work. And because of this Mercury in retrograde, there could be some sort of delay around communication, because the Knight of Wands is a very fast moving energy, right? It's someone that's always on the go, someone that travels. So some of you may travel to work. You may have to go to different locations in order to get work. But because of this lack of communication, that could be quite stalled. However, I do feel that you will still move forward in terms of your travel. So you're not going to allow this retrograde or whatever the case may be to hinder you, to block you. But there could be an issue around communication. So that may actually require you to then have to reach out to others and say, look, this is the situation. You can't exactly say to people or your boss, you know what, Mercury's in retrograde, so that's why. No, I'm not saying that, guys, right? Follow me. But you have to, with retrogrades, it's like revisiting something, going over something and doing something. So if you know what the issue is, then you may need to take action. I feel like you will be taking action despite what's going on around you, despite this lack of communication. Maybe from an individual. I feel for some of you, there could be some sort of lack of communication, maybe with a Sagittarius or a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, or Venus. This Sagittarius individual, I feel like, you know, you may have Sagittarius in your chart, but I feel either you have cut this person off or this person has cut you off. There's some level of non-communication between yourself and an individual. I feel for some of you that you may have cut this person off, but this person will still want to rush towards you because you may have gone quiet during this period. And because you've gone quiet, I'm sensing that this other individual, this other energy wants to come in. They want to know why you've gone quiet, right? And it could simply be that you want time away, you want your own space, or, you know, other things, life has gotten in the way, right? Or simply because of issues in regards to technology and so forth. But I feel that someone will be taking action towards you to make some sort of conversation with you, a Sagittarius individual. But, you know, with this card paired up next to the King of Swords, this indicates that communication could be quite frosty, right? Communication could be quite frosty. And some of you may feel that this individual is quite distant. There's a distance here. So although this person may be, for some of you, I'm getting a sense that you could connect with someone that comes and goes. Could be a Saggy, could be an air sign. And this person may disappear for a while, or this person has disappeared for a while due to the Mercury in retrograde. But I feel like they're going to be coming back in. But there is some sort of stagnancy and some sort of coldness around communication. So this indicates that the communication between yourself and an individual is not free flowing. And this person comes in and out, and it's quite frosty. There's a level of detachment. That's what I was trying to get at with this person. So they don't communicate enough, or you don't communicate enough. But with the Knight of Wands, it indicates that someone still wants to continue with a situation, with a relationship, with a job, right? Okay. Someone still doesn't want to give up. We have the mystic card. I'll say the mystic card. Okay, we are in Pisces season, right? And Pisces is all about being mystical, dreams, illusion, visions, right? Fantasies. I feel like with the mystic card, you could be perceived to others as being very mysterious because of some sort of lack of communication. Maybe some of you, I feel, have cut people off, or has cut this air sign off, or I feel like you are in the energies of the King of Swords in the reverse. Now, for some of you, this could indicate that you had a disagreement with a fire sign, Sagittarius, you cut them off, right? Or you may have had a disagreement with an air sign and you cut them off, but someone is still going to want to come forward towards you, or you could be in that energy. But I get a sense that yourself or someone else will be perceived as being mysterious because you are, you know, hard to get hold of. Now, this could also mean in terms of your workplace, right? Your bosses may find you very mysterious, very elusive, very standoffish for some of you, or very distant. They may not be able to grasp you. They may not be able to get hold of you for some of you. That's just a heads up as well. There's an element of elusiveness about you. And for some of you, you want to be in this energy. You want time out, right? It's almost like for some of you, you're going through some sort of spiritual awakening. But more than that, I haven't got the Hermit card. But more than that, I'm feeling that you're taking this time out to really reflect. And you may not know that it has to do with the energies of the retrograde. I feel strongly that it has got to do with that. But this has, you know, happened to you, this energy of detachment. And for some of you, isolation from others. And for some of you, not intentional isolation. It's like the world keeps turning and you're just doing your thing, but others may feel like, I can't get hold of Leo. Like, what's going on? Why can't I get hold of Leo? Like, are they trying to avoid me? Some people may feel like you're trying to avoid them, right? And it's for you to reach out, I feel, if that's the case. If it's not the situation of you wanting to cut people off and wanting to avoid people, it's for you to take action and get hold of these people somehow and let them know, look, this is the situation. It's not what you think it is. This is what's been going on. This is what I'm trying to figure out. This is why I haven't been in contact. But for others of you, I'm getting a sense that you do want your own space, right? This is also indicating, again, with the Mystic card, that you may be embodying the energies of a Piscean, being very dreamlike. Someone could be perceiving you as the ideal, as their fantasy. Like this card to me would be the High Priestess card, right? It's purple as well. It speaks of the crown chakra, right? And this is speaking to me of getting in touch with your spirituality. So some of you may be using this time to really meditate and to really manifest. Some of you may feel like it's been a while since I've, taken care of myself. Like I need to pause. I need to take a step back. I need to nurture myself. I need to, treat myself better than I have done. And that could be a reason why you've taken that step back, right? Just to isolate yourself, just to get that moment of silence and peace, just to be, just to get in touch with yourself. And again, you're going to be perceived to others, or this person, this air sign person or Sagittarius person may have done this to you, may have taken a step back, right? Things may seem quite, vague to you, especially during this Pisces season, right? Things may seem as an illusion, as a dream, right? You may feel that you're unable to reach or get to get hold of anyone in terms of communication, in terms of meeting up with people. You may feel like people are out of reach, or again, you may be perceived as out of reach. And again, if you don't want that, you know what to do to take action. And I also feel that someone will be taking action with you because they feel as though you're slipping away. They may feel as though you're trying to release them. You're trying to distance yourself from them. So people may be trying to get hold of you, trying to rush in to communicate with you. Again, you're going to be a mystery to a lot of people. Okay, Leo, that was your reading. I was not expecting that. So let's take a look at Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars and Venus. Let's see what's in store for you from now until the ending of February 2020. Okay, Sagittarius, we have your energy, King of Wands. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo. My King of Wands cards are always, I get Leo energy, I get Sagittarius energy. I don't really pick up Aries energy with King of Wands. I feel more Sagittarius, that optimistic, vibrant, and I feel Leo, bold, courageous, especially with the line at the top. So I feel for you, Sagittarius, two things. You're connecting with a Leo, or you could be connecting with a Leo, and you may want to take action with this individual, right? You may feel like you have to take a step back for some of you and make some sort of plan. So there's some sort of bold plan that you want to put in place. For others of you, in regards to your work, I feel that you will be taking action in regards to your career. You may have felt that you've held back for too long. I'm looking at the lion walking away. You may have felt that people have walked away from you. You may have felt that you have to now stand on your own 2 feet. You have to take action. You have to seek your own prosperity, your own fortune, and go after your own destiny. You're not in the energy of relying on others now, right? You feel that you have the power to gain and attain what it is that you want, right? And you feel that you have the energy and determination. And I feel from this King of Wands card that you do. You're feeling optimistic, you're feeling positive, you have a plan, you know how you're going to execute your plan. For others of you, there could be a boss. There could be a Sagittarius boss like yourself, or some of you could be a boss. Some of you may be put in a position of authority. Someone sees how you work. Someone likes your work. Someone likes your vibe. Someone likes your style. Someone could be looking at you for you to lead, or you could be connecting with a Leo boss that, wants to give you an opportunity. But I feel for some of you, you will be getting a sort of role, some sort of position, maybe a very high position. And even if it's not very high, it's a position which you feel very proud of, right? It's a position whereby, you're leading others. People are looking up to you is what I'm getting. You're not following anyone. Look at the lion walking away, right? You're not a follower. You are the leader. In terms of your love life, I feel that you will be taking action. You want to take action. Looking at the King of Wands here, he's sitting down. It's almost like he's brooding, he's thinking. Some of you are waiting on communication from someone. Bearing in mind, guys, we are going through the Mercury in retrograde in Pisces, right? Communication is all over the gaff, right? Gaff, if you don't know what that means, for my American viewers and my Australian viewers and my Indian viewers, that means house, right? We say that in England sometimes, right? It's just a bit of slang, right? Sorry about that. But anyway, as I was saying, I get the sense that you may be thinking to yourself that you want to reach out to someone, but because you're going to be in this King of Wands energy, it's almost like you're waiting for someone to reach out to you. I'm sitting on my throne. If you want to come to me, come and get me in it. I ain't running after you. I ain't chasing you. That's the sort of energy that I'm getting. But at the same time, you're wanting this individual to come to you. This could also ring true to jobs as well. You may have applied for various jobs and you could just be waiting. You may feel like, I'm not going to chase the job. They know, they've read my CV. They know my talents. They know my strengths. I'm waiting for them. You've got this energy of optimism. You've got this energy of authority, that that what you want, you're going to get. It's very positive, okay? All right, we also have, Chariot card. You're very determined, Sagittarius. You ain't playing, right? With the Chariot card and the King of Wands, some of you could be connecting with a Leo or a Cancer or a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, and Venus, or some of you could have these signs in your chart. I feel that you will be moving forward in regards to your career, right? Like I mentioned before, some of you may have to travel for a job, or someone could be traveling to come and see you. Some of you could be bosses and you could be, hiring someone, and someone could be, quite nervous to come and see you, right? They really want this job, they really want this position, and they're determined. They're coming from afar, and they could be quite intimidated by you because they feel like, you're someone to impress. So this, to me, is indicating that a lot of people will be looking up to you from now and maybe until the ending of August, or July and August season. I feel like in terms of your career, you're going to be very focused. You're going to be thinking about career first and foremostly. And some of you may travel. There's some sort of travel that's going to be taking place from now until the ending of February 2020. Travel towards a job. I also feel that someone could be traveling towards you. Again, you're waiting. You're not the one that's going to be making a move in regards to a love relationship. Some of you are waiting on communication from someone, and I feel that you will gain that communication, right? And we also have the completion card. So there's something that's ended. So for some of you, you may feel to yourself that if this person doesn't reach out to me, that means that it's ended. This is the sacral chakra card. And the sacral chakra is all about creativity, expansion, right? Creation. But you may feel that something that you created with someone is over. You may be moving away from something in order to, move towards something else. Some of you have ended a job, and you're moving forward. You've grieved over this loss. You've grieved over this job. And now it's time to move forward into a new position. For others of you, you may have ended a relationship and you're moving away from this Cancerian person, this Leo person, this Sagittarius person. But at the same time, you may feel to yourself that you want this person to reach out to you. For some of you, this person will be reaching out to you, okay? But if you're dealing with a Leo or a Sagittarius like yourself, I feel like this person is waiting for you to reach out to them, right? This person is standing in their power. This person's not budging, right? This person may also want you to get in touch with your emotions, or you may feel like this person needs to get in touch with their emotions, and once they do, they'll come forth to you. But for some of you, there's a level of you feeling that something is over, something is complete, right? There's some sort of cycle that is completed, or you could be in a situation where it's make or break. If I don't hear from this person, then that means that we're over. But I'm not moving, I'm not budging, is what I'm getting. So this, to me, is speaking more about career. You're very focused, you're very determined, you're very confident in regards to your career, but there's a fear for some of you that something is over. And there could be a fear for someone else, a Cancerian, a Leo, or a Sagittarius like yourself, that something is over. And it's like you're waiting for someone to come forward, or someone's waiting for you to come forward. And I feel like someone will be coming forward. That was your reading, Sagittarius. I will speak to you guys soon. Please take care of yourself. Peace out.